How's it going, guys? Gaz here on MUFC Daily for Full-Time Devils. Now today, there's only really one story that's going about in there, and that is yesterday's just absolutely abysmal performance against Liverpool. If you asked me before yesterday what my worst ever performance that I've ever seen a Man United team put out, I would have said Olympiacos away under Moyes. I'm 20 years old, so I can only really remember games from the past 15 years, but I would have said Olympiacos under Moyes. For me, that was the worst one that I've ever seen. And last night against Liverpool was even worse than that. And I'm not sure whether the actual performance was worse than that or because it was against Liverpool. It was absolutely shocking. It was embarrassing. And it's just, when you see how many fans have gone to Liverpool to watch the game and paid their own money to actually go to see it, and then the players just weren't giving anything last night. There was nothing. Fair enough if they've not got the ability. You can tell when a player's putting a bit of effort in, and last night it seemed like they weren't motivated at all. I'm not sure whether that's down to the players or the general management, but last night it was honestly the worst Man United performance I've ever seen. And at Anfield as well. To do that at Anfield, I'm semi-hungover now because United is turning me to drink at the minute, seriously. But I'm not the only one who thinks it. Alex Ferguson was in the stands last night. There's a good bit of footage that's been going about of him just shaking his head like that while watching it. Exact same reaction as as everyone did really last night. Sir Alex obviously now is just a fan like most of us, and I'm sure that he wouldn't have had us playing like that. You could have had 11 planks of wood out last night under Sir Alex, and I think you would have been able to motivate him to play Liverpool, because I'm not being funny. You're playing Liverpool, Anfield, anyone can get pumped for that, and not one single player for Man United looked pumped, looked motivated, and looked like they wanted to give everything to Man United, really. Paul Scholes has said that Man United are a disaster. That's what he said last night. He said the club's going in the complete wrong direction. And it's hard to argue with him, innit, really? I mean, it is a disaster at the minute, really. People have a go at me for being negative, but in my opinion, that's all you can say. I feel like the club is in a bit of a state at the minute. Like I say, to have 11 players who aren't going to put everything in a game against Liverpool, that just doesn't make sense to me. You could literally pluck 11, 16-year-olds off the street in Manchester, told them to play in Liverpool at Anfield tomorrow, and they would have put everything into it. And I didn't see it last night at all from these players who are on ridiculous amounts of money. But that's what Paul Scholes has said, and to be honest, I'd agree with him. Another thing last night as well, the club tried to do was this wall of white. I don't know whether you saw about that, whether you've seen this, but they were basically trying to encourage all Man United fans to wear white for the game last night. They even offered to give them a free Man United white shirt, a replica kit, a replica shirt. That just shows how out of touch with the fans the club really is, doesn't it? You're asking a load of lads who go away games to wear a bloody white replica shirt, seriously. To be fair, the idea itself, I didn't mind. If that was me going last night, I would have claimed my white shirt and I would have given it to someone as a birthday present or something like that. Yeah, that's right, I'm that cheap. But the fact that the club actually expected a load of fans to wear this white replica shirt, I mean, a lot of them aren't going to wear a replica shirt for one. And to expect some sort of wall of white, it's just cringe, and it's just another example of how Man United are moving in the wrong direction, and how they don't understand the fans. They don't understand, they don't understand fans from bloody that are local, really. And I'm not slagging off anyone who's not local there. I'm just saying that it's just something that the club's been going down in the last 10 years, really. That they don't know what their loyal support is. The fans who are there week in, week out, they don't seem to respect them or understand them. But I guess that's just my opinion about it, guys. Get your comments in below about that. I'm sure you'll have some heated opinions. Get your comments in below about the game last night. As you can tell by my face this morning, to be honest, I'm just dejected. I am just dejected, and that is it. And I'm just sick of it. I don't know where you go from here, really. In my opinion, I said recently there's no point sacking him because I don't think anyone else could come in and save our season. But man, I could have been manager last night, and I think it would have done better. I think we would have done better. I think I would have been able to motivate that team a little bit more. So it's one of them, really, where I think that a performance like that at Old Trafford is not what I want to see. I don't think Louis van Gaal's going to get sacked. I think he's going to be here till the end of the season. I don't think there's much point sacking him still, but on the other hand, like I say, anyone could have put in a better performance than that last night. But guys, as you can tell, I'm absolutely gutted. Get your comments in below. Tell me about the game last night. Where did you watch it? Are you gutted? Are you just as gutted as me? And are you embarrassed to see a Man United team put a performance like that in? Liverpool completely deserved it. Could have been more than 2-0. Should have been about 4 or 5-0. Guys, get your comments in below. I've been Gaz from Full Time Devils. In a bit.
And what's floating around online and in the papers this morning? First up, Gennaro Gattuso has been talking about the Manchester United job.